Greetings and welcome to Be One Love, Spirituality in a Modern World. So I was in pain for 4 years due to nasopharynx cancer. 4 years of pain, then a year of cancer treatments, and then the cancer was gone in like a month. Adios, muchachos. So with all the studying I've done, 25 years of college, 5 college degrees, including a PhD, 22 certificates and degrees, all in a shebang, in a nutshell. So with all my studying, I realized that, of course, I've always known in this lifetime that herbs are food. So in order to cure, heal, and move on, it's through herbs. I think it's absolutely fascinating what plants can do. I think the human body is absolutely fascinating, how intelligent it is, how it can heal, how it can fix so many things if you so let it. Life is easy if you let it, and hard if you make it. So with herbs, it's like it's no win-win situation. It is an absolute win-win situation, hands down. Because in some, it's a no win-win because they don't believe in herbs or they don't understand herbs. People that don't believe in something, it's simply because they don't understand it. So it's X-nay on that. So to me, it is because, as they say, it is one of God's gifts. When I found out I had cancer, they finally figured it out. Let's see, that was on the 12th specialist, doctors, dentist, oral surgeon, TMJ specialist, on and on and on. So when I get to finally the 12th, which is the third ENT doctor, ear, nose, and throat, she discovered I had the nasopharynx cancer. The minute they told me I had cancer, the next day I went to the herbal store. I've been going to Desert Sage Herbs for like 20 years. They've been around since 1999, and I'm sure there are some local herb stores where you live at in your town. So when they told me, I Googled Native American healing herbs and Chinese medicine healing herbs. So I got the list. I went to the herbal store, and in it, one is the Golden Seal. Then you got licorice root, rosemary, hopsin, red clover tops, feverfew, mother's wort herb, burdock root, turmeric, astragalus, cat's claw, dong quail root, chaparral, wood betony herb, barberry, skullcap. So I got all of these herbs, and it was funny that I don't see it on here, but I also got turmeric, and it's like a hot commodity. So with a hot commodity, it was like, oh, you aren't allowed to have more than 4 ounces of all this stuff because everybody and their brother that's a truck driver was not delivering to the world. Yay, thank you very much, shipping yards and whatnot. No, I'm not wasting 45 minutes to drive to an herbal store and you're going to give me 4 ounces? I don't think so. So I just go, when I had the chance, I went to the international market and I got herbs from India, and I got like, I don't know, half a pound for like $7 of turmeric. It's not a hot commodity, folks. So you just gotta go look around. If I don't get it there, then I will just go to the farmer's market, get the fresh turmeric. Yeah, everything turns yellow, but guess what? You still chop it up, and it's still gonna digest within your human body the same way as if it's fresh or dried or powder, and the list goes on and on. So I got those, which then helps. Now remember, each and every day, as you meditate, each and every day, you are listening to Om mantra. Om is the first spoken word of God. I am Reverend Dr. Juanita Lewis, BMSC, MSc, DDIB, PhD, CFP, RP, MCC, PO3, and a certified commercial cleaning business and certified small business owner. An example, RP is a Reiki practitioner. Yeah, all these acronyms seem to be important for the world, but me as a human being, I know right from wrong, and I know what it is that I need from past life experiences, which are called adventures in this life. And we are all spirits having an adventure in a human experience. So yes, these are all adventures. And I am a CEO of One Spherical Love LLC, B1 Love LLC, Healing by JDL LLC, Beautiful Bountiful Consulting LLC. So yes, I have 4 businesses, umpteen acronyms behind my name. So my research goes on because the more I learn about me, the more I can help others, which in turn helps humanity. Keep in mind, the world meditates at 4 a.m. My destiny number in numerology is a 4. Why are you here? What is your purpose? To pray is to talk to God. To meditate is to communicate with God. I'm here to help you spiritually, guide you. And my business card is B1 Love. I love the little logo on here for my business. My son is an artist just as much as I am. So it boggled my mind trying to figure out, how am I going to do this logo? I did so many different ones. Remember, he's a graffiti artist like over 15 years now. Billboards, trains, all the whole shenanigans, had his stuff in magazines and whatnot. So I asked him, how am I going to do this? He took a piece of paper and a pencil and he drew that up in 5 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you very much, and moving on. I love it. Dude, inspiration at its finest. So this is the front of the card, and this is the back of the card. So that's all the places you could find me. I have many more, just only so much room on a business card. I was on 20 different social networks at one time. Trust me, it gets overwhelming when you have 10 different emails and whatnot. So in this pursuit of knowledge, which mine is way different than most, which because I want to know everything, my mind is like a sponge. It never stopped from the day I was born. When you look at mythology, which is world human history, mythology around the world will give you where we came from, what is going on, and where we are going. To understand where you are going, you have to know your past in order to create your present moment, in order to go into your future moments. So to do this, you then have to find a path, and each path in mathematical equations, because everything is numbers, it is all math, it is the particles. Your particles is your atoms, your neurons, your protons, and the list goes on and on and on. So then from a biological standpoint, these are all particles. Particles make parts of a whole. Think of a pizza pie. You got 8 pieces to the pie. And in the pie, you have the parts, which are the pepperoni, the cheese, and yada yada. And then you break it down into the particles. What is that pepperoni made of? What is that cheese made of? So this is how my mind works from the day I was born. I want to know because I need to know in order to progress in my own personal growth. The more I know about me, the more I can help others, which in turn helps humanity. Pretty simple, easy peasy. So, you got mythology, and then when you jump into astrology, remember, ology is the study of whatever the study is that you're studying. In ology, it will give you the study of in this particular case, astrology goes back before. That's how you get astronomy in today's science, okay? It all had to start from somewhere. Everything has a root core, which is a root cause in order to present itself in your world today. In order to present itself in your world, it goes through energy. And you have to decipher this energy, just like in your dream state. You have signs. You wake up, you have to interpret what do these signs mean. So in astrology, it goes same thing into psychology. You've got Sigmund Freud, and then his sidekick was Carl Jung, archetypes. So you've got archetypes of astrology. And in the archetypes, you've got the negative and positive side of self. All right, here we go again. Black, white, heaven, hell, good, bad, God, devil, on and on and on. So you got astrology as a study up. Now, when you go into other parts of the world, their way of understanding and connecting with the world is, say, through crystals and healing. Now, you've got your crystals, and your crystals then tell you what parts of the body it will heal due to what is the color of your auras and chakras. You create your world. Your vibration creates your colors. Your colors illuminate through your auras. Your auras are the emotional body of being that illuminate through your chakras. You have 28 chakras. You have 7 chakras in each body of being. You got the mental body, the physical body, emotional body, spiritual body. And with the 4 bodies of being, that's what I said. Mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. We'll then go into the spirit body is the holding station. The soul. 4 bodies of being create the soul. The soul is the holder of all your experiences. Your experience is what you attach your emotions to, which then will create your auric zone. Your auras are the different colors on the different levels of the human body. So when you go through your chakras, you can learn through India, Ayurvedic, what do these colors mean? And these colors are your negative and positive side of self. Here we go with the double dualistic, heaven, hell, black, white, God, devil, and so on and so forth. So when you know what it is that you are doing to yourself, this is your purpose to learn. Okay, so you have 1 lesson to learn in life, 1 lesson to teach in life. And as you go through, you will learn all these particles make a whole. Your particles are the paths that you have in life that you are experiencing. One of those is learning that the healing, you have healing that treats and cures. You have 2 different avenues. Here we go, dualistic. You have the medical doctors, and you have practitioners. Your medical doctors in Roots of Healing, which was written years ago by these medical doctors and 14 other leaders in healthcare field, will tell you that your medical doctor will go through education. They need to do what they need to do. Then they get out and they treat the world, and they're just straight up into secular education, government education, book learning. This is intellect. This is not knowing. Knowing comes from common knowledge, from past lives in eons of knowledge through thousands of years of the secret schools from Mount Olympus and before that. So when you know that a medical doctor is basically by the book, so to speak, boring me, you're not giving me how to heal. You're only giving me to treat, not to cure. Now, when you go through different types of healings, you are learning how to cure yourself, because you are your teacher, you are your student, you are your parent, you are your doctor, you are your everything, because you have more power than you realize that you have. You then must give yourself permission to create your world to your best of your ability and beyond, because you have the power of love. You have the power to love yourself. When you are following someone else's footsteps, you are following in fate. When you are following the footsteps of destiny, you are following your own destiny, your own power. Bring up your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your self-love, because you are love and you radiate love. So you got the roots of healing, you got the crystals, you got all the ologies. Now, to bring it down to a scientific formula, yay, you got the Immune Vantage. These are books I've had for years. Herbs for health and healing, a balanced healing. And there we go, another MD doctor. And then you have to understand how the herbs, how food affects the mental body. So you got the Diagnostic and Statistic Manual of Mental Disorders. And here I got some little goodies on herbs, vitamin deficiencies, and all that good jazz. And then I have a new book, African Holistic Health. This is one of my favorite authors. You have Christine Northrup, MD. She writes The Wisdom of Menopause, where she was a MD for 20 years before she opened her own private practice. She got in touch with, or another lady got in touch with her, so they opened a woman's center. The Wisdom of Menopause was actually profound in my life after I read it. Basically, the emotions that your mother carries with her when she's pregnant with you, you will then have that emotion for the rest of your life. So many times in life, things happen, you don't know why it happens. Well, because you're still carrying her emotions, and her mother's mother, mother, and it goes back from eons and eons of generations. So remember, there are many particles that have a ripple effect, like a pebble skipping on a pond. That ripple effect will last throughout many, many generations. Like now they're finding some planet or star that has rings that looks like a ripple effect. Yeah, everything has a ripple effect. And when you study eons of knowledge, like in mythology, you will see there are ripple effects that trickle down. It is called the vibrational vibration of rhythmic rhythms. It is a rhythm and it is a vibration of energy. Everything is energy. And then to bring it down to another particle, you then have recipes. So to me, recipes are great, but then I have to turn them into vegan recipes. You have to know your veggies and your herbs. So here's another doctor writing another veggie and herb book. And then learning how to cook your vegetables. There are tons. This is like super old. Tons of vegetable books you can get to make your food fun and exciting. And I've always cooked in one pot meals. It makes so much easier for the cleanup. Okay, and this is my favorite book. I don't know if I'll ever be able to part with it. I've had it for like 30 years. It was freaking awesome. And here is Reversing Polycystic Fibrous Dysplasia Healing Herbs. There we go. This is my new book, plants and flowers. I love encyclopedias. And then you got clinical, this is new, herbologist, modern herbology, herbal dispensary, rosemary's medical herbs, encyclopedia of herbal medicine. This is a hot commodity lately. Forger's Guide to Wild Foods. Then this is my favorite. I've had for this for years. You've got the Encyclopedia of Herbs. And I also have the Sunset Western Garden book. They also use it in Arizona. I just got this one. A to Z Encyclopedia of Garden Plants. And then, of course, you jump into... Remember, this is all about knowledge. These are all particles that are connected. Knowledge is common knowledge from past life generations. Remember that. And then you got the organic chemistry. I love these cheat sheets. And then you got chemistry. And then you got anatomy and physiology. And then you got biology. And I still have many, many more books. I need to categorize and put that in my spreadsheet. The year and who made it. And eventually I will get them all on flash drive, so I can look stuff up. I mean, it's great and dandy to have all the books, but they take up so much space. And no, I'm not into ebooks and Kindle and all that jazz. No, thank you. Because look at how many problems AI is giving everybody. And I have now an iPhone and I have a Mac computer and it wants 10. I have 10 emails and it's wanting my password. No. I don't think so. Because then look at all this sabotaging that goes on online. I don't think so. I will keep it in a whole different ballgame, close to not even the computer. And for connecting all these things after I got my PhD, it's pretty simple. Life is easy if you let it and hard if you make it. It's pretty simple when you get to put all the particle pieces together. It's like doing a puzzle. Fun. After I got my PhD, I took my papers, my master's and 2 doctorates, and put them into a book format. It's called The Infinity of Infinite Self. And it's reconnecting mind, body, emotion, spirit into one love. It is love or fear, knowing or intelligence, and a seed of infinite self. And for the children's book, it is called Fracmacology. It is a story, an epic adventure of a girl named Shawanisha in the year 3050, universe 23, planet number 3. It is her adventures. It's kind of like, think of Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket is the guide, and in this story, you've got 5 fractal animals, spirit guides, guiding her. And you've got like Tressens, which is the fractal frog. You can find all my art on ArtPal. The fractal frog, he is the king of water and the king of land. He has springy legs. So you've got the 5 guides because they are the 5 elements in feng shui: air, earth, fire, water, wood. Western hemisphere, we have 4 elements: air, earth, fire, water. In the eastern hemisphere, air, earth, fire, water, wood. So through astrology, world astrology, you have different elements, different spirit guides, and so on and so forth. So it's a very fun read for most kids. You think of like Homeward Bound, great movie. You think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, so no one can see the fractal animals and stuff except for each other. Even Shawanisha doesn't see them because remember, they're holograms. They're holographical. That's what spirit guides are, is holograms. Okay. Life is love. Love is life. Blessing from Reverend Lewis, and thank you for your support.